Hi, I'm David Thompson, pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in San Antonio, Texas. I want to invite you to the San Antonio Biblical Worldview Conference held here Saturday, February 11th, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, going until the afternoon, where we're going to bring in 4 excellent presenters. And the reason we're having this Worldview Conference is because we understand there's a number of worldviews out there, false worldview teachings, and they have this tremendous capacity to lead Christians away from their Christian faith. Us, our children, our grandchildren. And so we're bringing in 4 very, very good presenters. And just to give you an idea of the quality of our presenters, I'd like you to watch this clip. This is Pastor Jonathan Fisk, one of our presenters this year. And he's a pastor, he's an author, Christian author, he's a Christian radio talk show host. So watch this.
Fisk, what is your position on gay marriage? I am curious because I identify as a lesbian and a Lutheran. I want to begin by saying that I do not technically have a position on gay marriage, but that I believe the position of Scripture on the varying issues of lust and marriage is true. So to begin with the issue of lust, that is that any kind of sexual activity which degrades or ruins God's gift of marriage is something which the Bible calls sin. This can take the simple form of looking upon somebody who you are not wed to and thus not meant to have sexual relations with and desiring those sexual relations. It can mean something as grotesque and horrible as pedophilia or interspecies intercourse. In this kind of swath of sin certainly does fall all forms of adultery, that is, all actions of sex which would take place outside of marriage. And those who are tempted to having such kinds of physical relationships with other human beings who happen to be of the same genitalia is, like the rest of it, simply unnatural. That is, not the way God created the order of creation to work. This is the definition of marriage. One man and one woman united for life for the sake of the children which they are nature bound to bear. And the only way not to bear them is to go against nature or to be one of the few who the fruits of sin upon our earth prevent from having the gift of children. So how does this then apply to homosexuality? The same way it applies to all forms of adultery. Let me put it another way. But didn't God make you this way? Didn't He give you these feelings? The answer is no. Even if there is proof that it's genetic, which I'm not convinced that there is, to make that kind of excuse is to basically make this kind of argument. I have a genetic predisposition for wanting to kill people and strip their skin off. It's the way God made me. Now that's an extreme example. Try this one on, because it applies to 98% of all men out there. I have a genetic predisposition to sow my wild oats. It's the way God made me. Well, see, no it's not. It's the way I've made myself, as I inherit from my forefather Adam his rebellion against the creation which God made. As Christians, as those redeemed from sin, shall we embrace sin and strive to live in it much longer? Or shall we battle against our flesh and fight the temptations which we actually want to do, even going so far as blaming God for them, telling Him that this is the way we're supposed to be in spite of what He's revealed through His Word? Is it right for a man who's married to a woman to say, well, I am married to her and I love her, and yet I know that this is the way I am, this is my disposition, and so I will not only lust, but I will act out upon this lust, and she should just love me for it, and society should respect me for this. This is just who I am. I have self-identified.
So there you go, there's Pastor Jonathan Fisk, and I can guarantee you the other 3 presenters will be top quality just like him, and they will have a very positive impact upon your Christian outlook, upon your Christian faith. So please come. WorldviewSA.org is the website, worldviewsa.org. The cost is $60 for an individual, $30 for a student in high school or college or seminary, and $95 for a family. So bring the whole family. So please come, Saturday, February 11th. If you have any questions, go to the website and give me a call. Hope to see you here February 11th, Saturday. Thanks.